Hello, so I wanted to talk today about Ukraine's autonomous drones and how we're kind of now going into the Terminator universe. So don't forget to like the video and sort of subscribe and everything because, you know, YouTube doesn't share my stuff properly anymore. So basically what I'm getting on about here is Ukraine's autonomous drones. So for quite a long time, Ukraine's obviously had things like FPV drones, and I'll put some images up on screen if it works so you can see the sort of drones I'm talking about. But the FPV or first-person view drones are essentially the quadcopter or the racing drones with an explosive or an RPG attached to them. And the idea with those is a pilot manually rams them into a target, say a vehicle or a person. So they're the ones that have been quite popular and have been very devastating, being used by both sides for quite a while. But what's become scarier recently is all of the different classes of drones. And I believe at least 2 years ago Ukraine did its first test, but then didn't make them public at the time. But has now been doing it more and more and more, and I'll put some footage of this in, supposedly, that the BBC was showing of the drones, you know, in an autonomous kill zone targeting and doing their job. Where it's basically that Ukraine can send a drone out somewhere and say, now you're in hostile territory, anything is a valid target, or here is an internal database, you know, on all sorts of Russian-looking vehicles and whatever. If you see any of these, destroy them. So that means if you've got the FPV drone, it will fly into something like that, or if it's one of the quadcopters with a little launcher on it, will aim and shoot. If it's one of the ground drones that look like kind of the Terminator hunter-killer tank sort of things, but downscaled, those basically can just roll up and start shooting things with their 50 cal or their, you know, attached grenade launchers, rocket launchers, whatever they have on them. The Sea Baby drones are able to obviously ram into a boat to explode and damage it, but now they also have mounted guns and mounted anti-aircraft on, so they can actually attack, you know, other things using conventional weapons, as well as just being like a kamikaze boat. And yeah, obviously you're seeing lots of the drones that can be, for example, trained on what an oil refinery looks like, for example. And then, even if there's lots of electronic jamming and everything in the area, the drone can go into its autonomous mode, where basically what the drone will do, it sees sort of, you know, the images of the cracking tower or the storage tanks. They're saved on its database and it knows that's what it has to ram into. So this is obviously great for Ukraine in the short term, in terms of this is good, you know, against fighting the Russian invasion. But I do kind of worry about this stuff because this is literally the plot for the Terminator. And what I mean by that is, if you're making something that's very SKYNET-like, of a robotic drone type thing, you know, is able to spot targets and decide itself without a human pulling the trigger, can I kill this? You know, am I allowed to attack this or not? How long until systems like this become so, you know, widely adopted, because the human in the chain of command would make all the decisions so much slower, so targets will get away or get through, that you then get into the situation where every military is using a system like this, and then, you know, what if that system gets hacked? What if some bad code gets written into it? What if, hey ChatGPT or hey Grok managing our systems, you know, oh, I'm sorry, that was a hospital, my bad, you know, what if that happens? But yeah, it does seem like stuff like the Terminator was really ahead of its time, because yeah, we're really getting into that universe now. So yeah, fun, I guess, except for us squishy humans, it won't be fun.